Man, imagine paying taxes just so a cop can give it away. That's right, this lady is pretty famous for being a shitty cop. She's not corrupted or anything, it's just that she breaks the rules. Like, she breaks a lot of it.
No, back it up! Back it up!
Back it up, back it up.
Back it up! Back it up!
Stop taking me serious.
Yeah, back it up now! Right now, before you impede traffic. Back it up!
You don't do that.
Back it up! Hurry up before you block the stand lane! Back it up! Put it in reverse! Back it up! No, you're not. You're gonna back up right now. All right, get me your driver's license. Let me see your driver's license. Driver's license.
Oh, to be fair, she did tell him to back it up. He probably should have backed it up. But that couldn't be what's wrong, right?
Give me your driver's license. You got your driver's license? Give me your driver's license. Yeah, for impeding traffic, absolutely. How about impeding traffic?
He backed up. She told him to back up. And he
Well, to be fair, she had to tell him many times to back up, so I wouldn't really ding her on that.
backed up. And the second he did, she demanded his license and then arrested him. Here's who you're looking at. Carl Jones. He's a delivery driver and he also works for TxDOT, the Department of Transportation. He knows
Oh,
roads,
shit.
he knows the work zones, and he knows what a cone means. On this day, he's driving a rented box truck making a delivery on a 2-lane road in Crossroads, Texas. A tree trimming crew has part of the road blocked off with cones, but there's no signs saying that the road is closed, and there's no officer actually out there directing traffic. Just cones. He drives up.
That's
but
true.
He can't turn that box truck around because it's impossible to turn around a box truck on a 2-lane road. So Officer Holbert decides.
Well, I mean, she told him to back it up, so I don't know. I think this video is kind of botched.
To walk up, and what she does next is exactly the topic of this video, where we're going to decide whether what she did was lawful or awful. And I want you to wait till the end of the video, because there's a portion of this body cam where this officer tells the other officer the real reason why this man was charged. Not what's in the police report, but what she actually says on camera.
Just keep people safe, man. That's all we're
All right,
we
all
got.
right.
Sir, I appreciate your help.
Sure.
Yeah, here goes the truck back there. You're just gonna need to swing around and get your phone.
I don't know how that truck's gonna be able to do it, and they're not even supposed to be on here, right?
Oh, yeah. Hey! No! Back it up! Back it up! Back it up! Back it up! Back it up!
Stop taking me serious.
Yeah, back it up now!
One.
Right now, before you impede traffic. Back it up!
2,
You don't do that.
Back it up! Hurry
3.
up before you block
Oh,
the
she told him
stand
3
lane.
times.
Back it up!
4,
Put it in reverse! Back it up!
5,
No, you're not. You're gonna back up right now. All right, give me your
6.
driver's license.
Oh yeah, she told him 6 times, so I don't think she is in the wrong at this point. He is impeding traffic.
Let me see your driver's license. Driver's license. Give me your driver's license.
That officer just said, before any of this started, I don't know how that truck's going to be able to do it. Because he can't. You can't U-turn a box truck on a 2-lane road.
She didn't tell him to turn around, she said back it up. So put it on reverse and back it up.
They knew that on camera before a word was exchanged with Carl Jones. And watch what he actually did. He stopped, he backed up before a single other car was
After telling him 6 times, so I feel like this guy is kind of misleading the video.
blocked. And the moment his truck was moving in reverse, she was already calling for his license. Under section 545.363 of the Texas Transportation Code, impeding traffic means driving so slowly you impede the normal movement of other vehicles. He stopped. He complied. No other
He
vehicles
didn't.
were-
After 6, you have to comply on the first order. The second one, it will. Maybe to the second one, but on the third one, I think it's like a third strike you're out situation. It's like I already told you twice. If you don't want to listen on the third time, all right, you're under arrest. I think that's pretty valid.
being impeded, so that charge isn't gonna hold up. But she's not done. Watch what happens now when Jones gets out of the car to ask what's going on.
Yeah, for impeding traffic, absolutely.
How about impeding traffic? Everybody's no. We
So go in line. You got a driver's license now.
Everybody said turn around. We've been put everybody
Driver's
turn around.
license.
Everybody turn around.
Driver's license.
No.
Yep. Now you need to
Nope.
provide your driver's license.
Nope.
She-
You know these trucks aren't even supposed to be here. You see the sign right there?
Yeah, this is not my type of truck, bro.
Hey, go to provide your driver's license. This is now a traffic stop.
Well, I'm still trying to ask you a question. I'm
And,
saying
yeah, in
talking
the wrong
to you.
side of the lane, and I told you to back it up.
I'm saying ask you, cool.
You see my emergency
I'm
light?
still trying to ask you
Hey,
a question.
you need to be quiet. You
I
see
mean,
my emergency
quiet.
lights? This lane is shut down. Give me your driver's license now.
No,
You're gonna be
I'm
placed
saying
under
show you
arrest.
right here. You guys, man, I'm not car supervisor.
Hey,
Car supervisor. Car
I'm
supervisor.
supervisor out here.
What, car supervisor?
Yep.
I'm not getting my license, car supervisor. Car supervisor. I'm not.
Seems like calling the supervisor is like the default option. I mean, they don't. Officers, cops don't need to call the supervisors to arrest you. They could just arrest you if you did something illegal. In this case, I think the truck driver is in the wrong because he has to, like, she said back it up with the windows rolled up, but after he rolled the windows down, she said back it up 6 times and then he backed it up. And also the guy that's hosting this video, that lawyer dude, he said that the girls told him to turn around. She didn't told him to turn around.
Right
My
here,
license.
get it. Right, be detained
Hold on.
right now.
What I'm saying for?
Behind your back.
Whoa, whoa,
Put your hands behind your back.
whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, man, hey, come
Hey.
on, dog. Come on.
No, you're
Uh-oh.
detained.
Don't resist.
Your best thing of resisting is
What
what
am
you're
I
gonna do.
for?
Quit moving. Stop.
Hold on.
Turn
You're
around.
tripping me up.
Don't resist.
It's just crazy, dog. Grandma, show this video where everybody's turning around right in the middle of the lane.
Hey, you go ahead. You got
Yeah,
the
you
car.
hey, grab my phone, bro. All right, give him my phone.
Hey, you go have a seat in the
No,
car
grab
now.
my phone. Why you taking my stuff
You
for?
are detained right
Well,
now.
what are you taking my stuff
Go
for?
sit in the car.
I'm not arrested.
You're
What-
detained right now. You might be under arrest.
What am I under arrest for?
You're detained.
What am I detained for?
What am I detained for? That's the right question here. Under the Fourth Amendment, a detention requires reasonable suspicion that criminal activity has taken place.
I mean, he didn't comply to that traffic order, right? I mean, what is there something like are officers not allowed to tell people to back it up in Texas? I'm not too sure. I don't live in Texas, but they like if an officer has like the cone set up, right, and then they tell a truck driver to back it up, and he refused to back it up until like the 6th call, right? Isn't that? I think like that pretty much registers as impeding traffic, right?
Carl Jones had a right to know the basis for the stop. She ended up charging this man with 3 different offenses, and I'm going to go through each one of them and show you why none of them are going to hold up.
Back it up now. Before it's
Yeah,
now.
back it up.
Impede traffic.
She didn't tell him to turn around. She said back it up.
Charge number 1, interference with public duties, which is from section 38.15 of the Texas Penal Code. A person commits an offense if the person with criminal negligence interrupts, disrupts, impedes, or otherwise interferes with a peace officer while the peace officer is performing a duty or exercising authority imposed or granted by law. Notice, this offense requires someone to act with criminal negligence, which is defined as acting as a gross deviation from what a reasonable person would do. But you just saw what he did. He drove to a work zone where there's just cones and no officer was directing traffic. He stopped when he was told to stop. He backed up when he was told to back up. That's not criminal negligence.
Yeah, after the 6th fucking order, like you're not supposed to tell someone to do it that many times, right? I think like on the 3rd one, that's where you can detain someone, or when someone is, you know, in the realm of illegal activity, right? Usually people are supposed to listen on the 1st order, but after the 2nd order, you're starting to push it. And then 3rd order, I think the arrest is justified, or you know, getting his ID is justified.
Negligence, that's just a person driving like any other reasonable driver would have driven in the same circumstances.
Councilman, I'm not
Right
getting my
here.
license.
Right, be detained
Hold on.
right now.
What
Put your
I'm saying
hands
for?
behind your back.
Whoa, whoa,
Put your hands
whoa,
behind your back.
whoa, whoa,
Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa.
No, you're
Whoa.
detained right
Whoa.
now. You're about to think of resisting is what you're gonna do.
Which brings me to charge number 2, resisting arrest, section 38.03 of the Texas Penal Code. But the real
Okay,
question
he's not resisting arrest. I don't think that's resisting arrest.
here is whether he actually used force to resist or to pull away. Now, Officer Holbert claims that Jones pulled away from her, but you can see the footage here, even though a lot of it's obscured through her vest. But here's the bigger problem with this charge, because normally in most states, in order for this to be truly resisting arrest, there must be an underlying lawful arrest for him to resist.
I'm pretty sure this is a lawful arrest. When you refuse to order, when you refuse orders and then you're technically impeding traffic. Here's the thing about giving your ID or license. If you're operating a motor vehicle, and the cop asks you for your ID or driver's license, you have to give it. Now, if you're walking on a street, then you don't have to give it. However, I don't know. Like he got out of his truck, right, and he walked. So I don't know if the officer could ask him for his ID afterwards because he got out. But since he broke a traffic law or he impeded traffic, technically, I'm pretty sure that still qualifies as getting his driver's license. Yeah.
The problem is, even though that's
under the realm of operating a vehicle.
The normal case in most states, Texas law is different. See, normally in most states, if the stop itself was unlawful, then there's no arrest to resist. But in Texas, this isn't a defense. In fact, in the Texas Court of Criminal Appeals case known as Ford versus State, the court said, and I quote, "The elimination of the common law right to resist arrest reflects a growing realization that the use of self-help to prevent an unlawful arrest presents too great a threat to the safety of individuals and society to be sanctioned." In other words, they finished their opinion by saying, we're not going to let you use that as a defense because you don't know enough about the law to determine if it was a lawful arrest. So I guarantee you Officer Holbert knew this and decided to press forward by claiming resisting.
Give me your driver's license now. You're gonna be
I'm
placed
saying
under
show
arrest.
you.
Okay.
You guys, man, I'm not car supervisor.
Hey,
Car supervisor.
I'm supervisor out here.
What car supervisor?
Nope,
I'm making
no,
my license car
no.
supervisor. Car supervisor. I'm making my license.
Are you being detained
Hold on.
right now?
What I'm saying for?
Charge number 3, failure to identify, section 521.025 of the Texas Transportation Code. Now, normally you're required to display your license on demand of a peace officer, but the Supreme Court held in Delaware versus Prost back in 1979 that cops can't just detain someone in order to gain access to their license. There has to be a lawful
That's fair.
reason for the stop first. No valid reason for a stop? No.
That is a valid reason though, right? Like he did. I don't think like officers are supposed to tell someone 6 times to do something legally, right? He told him 6 times, like, hey, back it up, back it up. After he rolled down, she said it even more when the windows were rolled up, but after the windows were rolled down, she said it 6 times. So I think you're in the realm of breaking the law, or you're impeding officer duty or peace officers' duties.
Requirement to produce the ID. Real quick, you see this right here? This is the Plod Note Pen S, and I use it every single day. Meetings, turns at work. If you're pulled over, questioned, or in an important conversation, and it's legal and safe to record where you are, protect yourself.
I think the resisting arrest is kind of bullshit though. She definitely stuffed that on there because she has a chip on her shoulder.
By preserving the details. But the problem is most people panic. They forget. They fumble their phone. Their audio's terrible. That's why I use Plod and down the they need to why Carl Jones was actually charged.
So he comes over around here to go around us, and I had all this shut down. Obviously, we're shut down.
Yeah.
So I told him to back it up, and he's refusing. He's like, "No, I'm gonna go around." I said, "No." So finally, got him to back up. Then he hops out of the car at me, like, "Where's your ID? This is now a traffic stop." "No, I don't gotta give you." Out with his phone recording. So I don't have an ID on them or nothing yet.
If he doesn't want to, he doesn't want to ID himself?
Nope.
You have interfering with public duties.
Yeah.
So that's what we use now because they made it a Class C.
Yeah.
That's what we use.
So,
If they fail,
Oh, okay.
retraining.
yeah.
Okay, stop.
She's training. I see fuck ups on both sides. They both fucked up. 2 idiots making mistakes together. They should be a couple.
Right there. Listen to this.
You have interfering with public duties.
Yeah.
So that's what we use now because they made it a Class C.
Yeah.
That's what we use.
So.
If they fail,
I want you to hear what that officer just said. He did not say that Carl Jones just committed the offense of interference with public duties. He did not describe what Carl Jones did and say that it fit the statute. He explained that the charge of interference with public duties is what you write on the ticket when that person doesn't comply, when they fail. That is what we call a pretext charge, and it was explained out loud in front of Officer Holbert, who said absolutely nothing. If they fail to do what? Hand over their ID? Fail to get in the car without asking why? Fail to stop asking questions? You see, Carl Jones did ask questions, and that's not a crime in the state of Texas or anywhere else in the United States. And the fact that asking questions earns you an interference with public duties charge is the fact of what I deal with every day in my practice, and is exactly what this channel is all about. Now watch what Jones tells the sergeant when he finally arrives.
Okay, so Officer Holbert tells me that you guys had that encounter on a traffic stop. Tell me what happened.
First off, I'm being arrested and detained right now.
Right now you're being detained.
Okay.
No, I told you he's under arrest.
So what's my?
Okay.
I'm wondering what my charge for. What's going on?
Well, she told you you're under arrest right now.
Okay, cool.
So I'm trying to figure out your side of the story.
What am I arrested for?
She's told me that it's interfering and resisting.
Interfering and resisting. Okay, issue. We're on 2-lane road.
Okay.
One, I always work
Okay.
with 6 dots, so I know the road's not closed. One, you got cones, that means to go around. It's not necessarily mean the road is closed, right? Then
Fair.
one, I can't tell how I'm gonna turn around. Then 2, all the cars will turn around, but
She didn't tell you to turn around though. She just said to back it up. 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 Alright? She said it more times when the windows are rolled up, alright?
I'm not capable to turn around. So I'm like, okay, man, we'll put a wrong side of her. I mean, one, nobody's out there directing traffic. I don't know what they at.
Well, they were out there directing
Yeah,
traffic, correct?
where they at though? No. Hey, where were they at? Where were they at?
I wasn't out there,
Oh,
so
okay.
but I'm telling you what she told me. They were out there directing traffic.
Ask where she had directing traffic. So now I put on the side of, okay, man, what we doing? What's going on? Back up. I'm okay, cool.
Yeah.
Where am I going though? I mean, I'm just sitting here. What's going on? Oh, we backing up. At the point, I mean, I can't get the whole story. And at that point is, I'm on the side of her and she keep trying to tell me back up.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. She said back up. She didn't say turn around.
Cool, okay.
Okay.
Well, what are we doing out there? What's going on? I mean, is the road shut down? What's going around? At this point, she's like, give me an ID. I'm like, for what? What do I do now? I'm backed up. I got out the truck to come speak with her, try to figure out what's the issue is, what's going on, what can I do here? Because me backing up, trying to turn around like everybody else is doing, obstructing traffic, I can't do that. So I'm like, man, I can't do that. So what am I arrested again for again? I mean, I can't, it's like she said, whatever she said, man, at that point, it's really what it is. It's me trying to get through traffic like everybody else.
Okay.
It goes left.
Okay. So what you're saying is did you see anybody directing traffic? What?
Nope.
Because you're saying
Nobody's in direct traffic. Nope, I ain't in the truck. I work with TikTok, bro, so I know what's going on. Direct how it goes. Just because you got cones out there. Then, second again, this wrong road. If this road is shut down, where's the sign that just saying that this road is shut down? No sign.
Okay, it might be temporary shutdown, so we don't have to put a sign out there when there's a police officer.
Okay, cool. But
Okay.
then, okay, losing police officer out there directing traffic, right or wrong?
They were out there directing traffic, my understanding.
Yeah, sir.
Okay. So why did you get out to come to her?
I mean, I'm trying to figure out what's going on. What was I being detained for?
Well, so one, you're being confrontational and failing to provide your ID, okay? Okay, and it was a traffic stop.
Okay,
You were confrontational from the get-go,
okay.
okay? Now, I had asked you multiple times to back up, and you refused to back up. You wanted to argue in the middle of the road.
Okay.
You were impeding traffic on both ends,
How do
okay?
I-
So my emergency
Yes,
lights
question.
and cones in the back,
Yes, sir.
that was mean stop. Do not go.
No, it doesn't mean stop. Yeah. Okay. I think this female officer is also kind of dumb. Pretty damn stupid.
Go around.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
So, what you should have done is waited.
Okay.
Okay. Just waited instead of trying to pass anyone. That was unsafe.
Okay.
So now listen. If you would have just backed up that first time, I wouldn't have had to check out when I tried to stop, but I had to redirect my attention onto you from everything else. I was there for a safety feature for tech stop. All right, making sure no one else is getting hurt. But now you're putting the attention on you. All right. And that's why we are here now.
She told me that you have to speak with supervisor. What can I help you with?
Why am I being traffic stop? I didn't violate no law.
Okay.
Why am I being stopped? That's just like any day.
Well, you did violate the part where she told you to back it up 6 times. But it's a fuck up on both sides. Like this female officer, she thinks that having a cone in one lane means that the entire traffic is stopped. No, that's not the case. cars can go around, right? Cars can go around a cone. There's no sign that says traffic is closed. So I think the officer is wrong and this guy is wrong. They're both wrong. They're both uber duper wrong.
Hey, sir, pull on. I want your ID. You have the right to ask why. I ask like I keep telling you, I know my rights now. You just can't tell me, hey, give me an ID for the hell of it. I mean, what did I do wrong?
What did I do wrong? That's what he said. He had asked that question from the very moment that Officer Holbert demanded his license. In fact, he kept asking that question the moment the handcuffs came on and the moment he was forced into the back of the car. He just wanted to know what he did wrong. That's because he didn't do anything wrong.
All right, give me your driver's license. Let me see your driver's license. You're detained.
What am I detained for? So what's my, I mean, I want to charge, so what's going on?
Now look, Carl Jones handled a lot of this the right way, but there's one thing I would have told him before this encounter took place. If cops stop you and you don't know why, say this: "Officer, I want to cooperate fully, but I need to know the basis for the stop." If they turn around and ask for your ID before explaining why, say this: "I want to make sure I comply with the law. Am I free to leave or am I being detained?"
Counselor, I'm not
Right,
getting my
here,
license.
right, be detained right now.
What
Put your
am I
hands
detained
behind
for?
your back.
Whoa.
This guy, he's like a cartoon character. Whoa, 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 hold on.
And then if they jump to conclusions and they place you under arrest, and even though you've done nothing wrong, if you're in Texas, watch out. Don't use them acting unlawfully as a reason for you to pull back, because they're going to charge you with resisting arrest.
So at that point, it became interfering with our duties and then blocking a lane. So he was impeding traffic on top of it. And then this became a traffic stop, okay? During a traffic stop, you're required to provide your driver's license, okay? And he did not do so.
Okay.
Then he resisted me the whole time. Listen, all he had to do was back up the truck.
All he had to do was back up the truck. He did back up the truck.
He backed it up after 6 orders. Let's get it straight, all right? You don't have to tell someone 6 times to back it up, okay? Come on. I think this officer is a bitch, but I think she is right when the guy didn't want to listen the first 5 times. He only listened on the 6th time. Like, that's the magic number.
That's what started all of this. Now here's what the official record shows. The citations that were issued to Carl Jones were reviewed and found to be invalid. They were submitted for dismissal, and the internal investigation concluded the detention and the arrest of Carl Jones were unwarranted. Officer Holbert only received a written reprimand. But on June 17, 2025, she was terminated from the Crossroads Police Department.
Good.
Not for this incident, but for something else entirely different that I may cover on another.
Hold on. Following a thorough investigation, you violate the following department policy. Original should not exceed the post speed limit by more than 20 or 10 miles an hour in a residential area. Oh wow, that's interesting. Well, that's reasonable. I don't think you should go that fast to respond when you're fucking 20 miles an hour in a residential area. Dude, man, you're like one of those street racers, those little nerds in the rice rockets. Gosh. Mutual aid may be requested from or to provide another law enforcement agency by department of discretion on duty. Supervisor may be requested from okay, I don't know what that means. Incident management, assisting units reporting on scene, carry out assignments made by incident commander or their designee and report completion. If no assignment has been given, check in with the incident commander at the command post for direction, or if staging has been established, check in. Oh, so she just went in and just did whatever. She didn't ask someone for a briefing. She just went in like, oh, okay, let me just, oh, I see a guy. I got it all figured out. I'm Sherlock Holmes. Is that your actions constitute a serious breach of standards of conduct expected in Crossroads Police Department employees and is inconsistent with the department's values. You are required to return all town property, including keys, ID badge, equipment, and police department supervisor, no later than noon, June 20th, 2025. Your final paycheck, including any accrued but unused vacation, will be processed according to town payroll procedures. If you have any questions, okay, yeah. Well, that's good. Yeah, that's really good. Seeing, man, I thought there was gonna be a long-winded story about this chick, but turns out she's cooked. Yeah, she lost her job. I mean, it's kind of sad that she still made some money from being a cop. I feel like her wages should be garnished. All the money that she's supposed to make should just be gone. It's just not right. Like, cause she didn't do her job. She did the opposite of her job. She broke the laws many times. But well, that is what it is, right? You know, the taxpayer just has to pay out for this dumb bitch. And to her credit, I don't think she fucked up that badly for this case, right? There's another video that I've done about her where she fucked up uber hard, but I don't think she fucked up that badly in this video for sure. She did tell the guys to back it up, and he did not want to back it up. But, you know, if she wants to back it up, I'll give her a place to back it up.
Coming video. Her peace officer license is now listed as inactive, and she is not eligible to operate as a peace officer in the state of Texas.
Good.
Which brings me to the verdict today. Were the actions of Officer Holbert and Carl Jones lawful or awful? Let's start with Officer Holbert. There was no officer directing traffic like she claimed. She screamed at a box truck driver to do something her own colleague said he couldn't do. He did it anyway. She arrested him. An officer explained on camera that the charge was really just punishment for non-compliance. The investigation agreed. She was reprimanded and later fired. Officer Holbert, awful, and later fired. But
Fair.
what about Carl Jones? He stopped when he was told to stop. He backed up when he was told to back up.
6 times.
He asked what he was charged with. He requested a supervisor and explained himself clearly while sitting in handcuffs. The investigation agreed with every point that he made. Was he confrontational? Yes, he was. But when you know you're right and you're being held in handcuffs, that's a normal human response. But the law doesn't grade on feelings. For Carl,
No, it's not a normal human response to pull away, right? No. I don't think so. I don't think you should pull. I don't think any normal person would pull away when they're getting arrested. You have to be impulsive to do that.
Carl Jones, he acted lawful. But I want you to notice the body camera, the use of your camera is your witness.
I feel like every video I watch from this guy, like the citizen is always in the right. There's no way that's always the case, right? Because in this case, he definitely did not comply on their first interaction. Just saying. I mean, maybe it's different in Texas, right? Maybe people don't have to listen to the officer when they tell them to move their car or back it up like 6 times, but I don't know. Someone tell me. Someone prove me wrong.
Without this camera footage, it would have been Carl Jones's word against Officer Holbert, and we all know how that would have turned out. But if you think this is bad,
Yeah.
check out this next video where I break down the
I feel like this guy is kind of biased against cops. He's a attorney, right? The people's lawyer. Oh yeah. I feel like he is kind of biased against cops. Like, here's the thing about police. I don't hate them. I feel like 9 out of 10 cops are good because I never had a bad experience of cops, right? And every time I see a violent arrest, personally, it's usually the criminal that is in the wrong. Although I have heard stories about people having bad experience of cops. Like, I know there's a cop in my city that was involved with the gang, with one of the big gangs in my town, and he threatened to kill one of my friends. But you know, that's one of the bad experiences that I've heard from my friends. But very hard to say, you know, like these people. I feel like they're both in the wrong. I think that the resisting arrest charge was excessive. He should not be charged of that. Impeding traffic or traffic violation, I think that's a valid charge. I don't know. What do you guys think? Am I in the wrong? Like, can you just not listen to the officer like 5 times in a row and get away with it? Someone correct me, please.